Good morning everybody. Hopefully you found it useful going through the methods I used yesterday for our multiplication and division problems. Now again today, if you've not already completed the activity, complete that first and then come back to watch the video to see the methods that I've used. Let's get started. So, really important again, with these questions that we're reading them, if you find it tricky to read them, it's completely fine for your adult to read them to you, okay? They are allowed to read them to you, but we would say where there is a number as words or as digits, or if there is a symbol, that they don't read that bit to you, okay? Because as year twos, we need to be able to read a number as a word or as digits, okay? So don't worry if they gave you help with reading the questions, that's completely fine. So circle the 3 dice that add up to 13. So I'm going to circle the important information again. Whoops, remember to use my pen. What colour should we go for? Let's go for green. So I need to circle the 3 dice that add up to 13. So we need to use some of our number facts here. So I've got 6. Well, I know with 6 and 4 that makes 10. 2 and 1 makes 3, which would make 13, but that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. So process of an elimination, we have to have a go at keep trying to work out. Let's see, 5 and 4 is 9. 10, 11, that wouldn't work. 6 and 5, I know is 11, and I need 2 more to get to 13. 11, 12, 13. So 6, 5 and 2 is 13, okay? Because if I had 4 and 5, that would be 9, and if I put 2 more, that would only be 11. So 6 and 5 is 11, 12, 13. Let's have a look. Always double check as well. When you have questions like that which ask you to circle them to make a number, do double check to make sure it is making what you've been asked. Now, Ajay's plant was 11 centimetres tall. And again, circle the information that I'm told. It grows 7 centimetres taller. How tall is the plant now? So it was 11 and then it grew taller, so it grew more. So if it's more, I know I'm adding 7 equals. So I know 10s, I've got 1 10 there, I've got 1 1. No 10s there, 7 1s there. I know 1 and 7 is 8. I know I've got 1 10, no 10s there, so it's still 1 10, 18 centimetres. So I'd write that in the box here. You may have used your 10s and your 1s to help you with that. That's fine. You may have wrote 11 on a number line and jumped on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'll just recap on those 10s and 1s again, which we use, just as a reminder. So we could have had 11, 1, 10, 1, 1. 7 1s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Always count up our 1s first in case we end up with more than 9 and we have to add some 10s. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 10, 18. So there's 3 methods, different methods that I use there. I wonder which method you used at home. You may have even known it as a number bond and worked it out in your head. Just going to move the page down. Question 3. Now, each pair of cards has a total of 70. Write numbers to complete the pairs. 1 is done for you. So 50 and 20 is 70. And I can look here at my 10s. 5 and 2, I know is 7. So 7 10s, okay, is 70. Here I've got 10. 1 10. Well, what goes with 1 to make 7? What goes with 1 to make 7? I'm making 70. 1 and 6 makes 7. But if I only had 10 and 6, it would make 16. So I need to make sure that is a multiple of 10, that is 60. Let's have a look at this one. 3 10s. Let me move it up the board so that we can see it properly at home. Just clear that bit for us. So this one, we had 60. we're making 70. Always remember what we're making. 3 10s here. Well, what goes with 3 to make 10? We're not making 10, are we? We're making 7, Mrs. Eastwood. What goes with 3 to make 7? Okay, well, I know that 4 goes with 3 to make 7, and 40 add 30 would make 70. I hope I've not confused you too much there. I've confused myself now. Doesn't take much these days. Right, let's move on. Move on down. Whoops. Now, Sam plays a maths game. Each acorn is equal to 2 points. We've got a lot of information to take in here. We've got a leaf, we've got the plus sign, we've got an acorn, we've got a plus sign, we've got an acorn equals 10 points. How many points is one leaf equal to? What a strange question. Well, we've not been adding with pictures before, have we? I bet you did that though before Christmas with Mrs. Hart and Miss Davenport. So let's go back to what we've been told. Each acorn is equal to 2 points. So, Mrs. Green. So here we have 2 acorns, and I'm going to write number 2 on that and number 2 on this one. So we now have one leaf, add 2 equals 10 points. So what do we know that 2 and 2 is? 2 and 2 is 4. So now I need to add something to my 4, which makes 10. And this is where we need to know our number bonds again. 10, well, what goes with 4 that makes 10? Hopefully you've said 6. If you were unsure, you may have put 10 on your number line, made 4 jumps back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would be 9, 8, 7, 6. So I know that a leaf is worth 6 points. And I found it really helpful to write the number where the picture was so I could understand it a little bit more. Let's move down. Question 5. Ben has 63 beads. He gives 37 beads away. How many beads does Ben have left? So there's lots of clues, okay? It's being like detectives again. 63 beads, I'm going to write that. That's my largest number there. 63 beads. He gives 37 beads away. Now, if something's going away, okay, the number is getting smaller, is giving them away, we are subtracting 37 equals. Now, this is a tricky one, okay? And the method that I would use for this one is my 10s and 1s. Okay, so I draw my 10s and I draw my 1s. Slowly work through it, okay? We know what Mrs. Eastwood is like for getting distracted and making silly mistakes. So, 63, let's put our 6 10s in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 1s, 1, 2, 3. Subtract 37. So let's do the 1s first. Always do the 1s first. Do we have 7 1s to take away? Not in the 1 column, but we can break this 10 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can break the 10, so now I can subtract the 7. And it's really important, this is where I sometimes go wrong, that once you've broken the 10, so you can subtract that number, you still remember to subtract that. So now take away the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leaves us with 6. This one, 37. This is where we also go wrong. Sometimes we forget to then subtract the 10s. Subtract 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. Don't confuse yourself with the one you've already subtracted. That sometimes catches us out. We have to break that into 10, then we have to subtract 3. 1, 2, 3, which leaves me with 2 10s and gives me an answer of 26. 26 beads. And if I wanted to check that I was correct, I know that 30 add 20 is 50. Add 7 to 6, that's going to give me 13. 50 add 13 is 63. Let's move on. Question 6. Ben puts 15 buttons on a table. He hides some of them under his hand. How many buttons is Ben hiding? So circle what we know, he has 15. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can see 5 of them. So 15, I'm going to subtract 5 equals, well, I can see 1, 10, 5 ones, subtract, no 10s, subtract that 5 ones is 10. Okay, let's check if we're right. Has he got 10 under there? So you may have said that you were going to count on to 15. And you've said that you've got 5, and then you could have drawn them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've said 5. We've been told he's got 15. We want to know what's under his hand. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Leaves me with 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 buttons. Just the same, my 10 isn't very good there, that could be mistaken for 16, Mrs. Eastwood. 15, subtract 5 equals 10. Okay, missing number problems are very good at catching us out sometimes, so it's being careful and thinking through. Ben has 75 cherries. He eats 28 of them. How many cherries does he have left? So again, he's eating them, so we're subtracting. I like to write the number sentence out because it reminds me what I'm doing. So 75 subtract 28. I'm going to do our 10s and 1s again. Put the 75 in. 10s, 1s, 7 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you need to take away the 28. I don't have 8 1s, but we can change that 10 stick for 10 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 10 1s. Now I can go back, subtract my 8. So I know I've got 5 along the bottom line. 6, 7, 8. Leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Then I'm going to go back and I need to subtract my 2 10s. 1, 2, leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. Okay, 47 is my answer, and I could check that by adding 8 to my 7, which would give me 15. Okay, and then that 50 would take me to, I'm trying to think now, my goodness, 15. So I've got myself all confused. So 47, add my 28, should take me back to 75. I know that 8 add 7 is 15, so there's my 5 10s. One more, 5 1s, 5 1s, Mrs. Eastwood, 5 1s, and then I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 75. So I do know that I'm correct. I like to double check because we do know Mrs. Eastwood makes mistakes. Okay. Question 8. These ones catch us out quite a bit sometimes because we forget to use the numbers that we've been told. Sometimes we've just made numbers up, okay? We've been told that these are the numbers. So Sam has 4 number cards, 10, 20, 30, 40. Use 3 of his cards to make these correct, okay? So we can only use these cards and we need to use 3 of them to make them correct. So 27 add something equals 67. So I know we've got the same number of 1s, we're needing to add 20 to get to 60. Well, what goes with 2 to make 6? I know 4 goes with 2 to make 6, so 40, okay? 40, 27 add 40 equals 67. 54 subtract something equals 34. So I know that my 4s are staying the same. I'm not going to take away anything. I know, okay, the difference between 5 and 3 is 2. Okay, if I was to do 5 subtract 3, it would give me 2. So I'm going to say 20. 54 subtract 20, so that would be 54, 44, and it would leave me with 34. So 20 for my second one. Something add 88 equals 98. So again, look at the place value. The 8's are the same, so I know it's going to be a multiple of 10. And I started with 8, and I changed it to 9 10s, one more 10. So I know it is 10. 10 add 88 equals 98. Really important to look at the place value of numbers to help you. Okay, sometimes we might panic and think, oh, I don't know. But if you look at the numbers and look at what you know and slowly work it out, we'll make it a little bit easier. I'm pretty sure we've finished there. Yes. Okay. Now, what I would like to say is these are things that we just work on, okay? And we'll keep recapping. We are going to work on mental arithmetic every Friday, okay? We might put some problems in every now and then, just so that we use these skills all of the time, okay? If we just focus on one thing, then we start to forget the methods that we've learned. So tomorrow, we will be looking at our arithmetic, okay? Have a lovely day. Keep up the hard work. Bye-bye.